up on the whole program today. What do you make of it from the ministry's perspective?
Well, thank you very much. Like I said, this is a project that we endorse. We think that it's a useful project. It coincides with the vision that the Honorable Minister has. We have activated the processes towards the establishment of a national sports fund. In our calculations, we were looking at a certain percentage of the sports fund uh, d- designated towards the maintenance and rehabilitation of former national sportsmen, because we do appreciate that their current situation is not the best. Their financial positions mostly are deplorable. They lack the general support structure and system that ought to exist to be able to help them transition from active participation in sports to their retirement. So this is something that we have had on the drawing board for some time. So for it to come from a private individual, especially the head coach of the senior national team, it's a good move. We believe that we can collaborate. The ministry can also reach out to the foundation and assist it, even in the meantime, whilst we still work towards establishing a national sports fund that deals with these matters as a national project.
How soon should we expect what you have on the drawing board concerning helping the old players?
Well, we are working very hard at it. We want to do it quickly, but it involves a lot of consultation. The options are varied, and we are taking time to choose the best option. We may be going by way of an act of parliament to establish a fund, or we may be doing internal arrangements. Consultants are working on it. There's a technical committee that has been established by the Honorable Minister. It has been inaugurated. We have been given 6 months within which to work on all these things, and work is fast progressing. So within the shortest possible time, we should begin to see the outcome of the work of the technical committee.
We have a lot of activities upcoming, the sports festival and a whole lot of things. Concerning the tracks, let me move you away from football a bit. Let's do athletics. Concerning the tracks and renovations and everything, Minister said it, but as at now we can't hear anything. Developmentally, we are not seeing anything. What's going on?
Well, we are seeing some work happening. You will know that the National Sports Festival, for instance, died off. For over 6 years, we haven't had a National Sports Festival. And the National Sports Festival has been the grooming grounds for sports talents. And a lot of our national sports talents have been recruited from the National Sports Festival. And acts, field and track events are a major part of the National Sports Festival. Athletics is a major part, boxing is a major part, and so on and so forth. So over the last 6 years, this have not been happening. This year, under the leadership of the Honorable Minister and the National Sports Authority, we have, as it were, brought back the National Sports Festival, and it is going to happen very soon. Beyond that, we are working with the various associations and federations towards local development, and we are arranging funding. We are looking at their calendar. We are insisting that there should be a 4-year local development plan that every federation should have. And we are working at all of this. We are meeting the federations. We are getting them to understand that we need to develop the game more and more, rather than the promotion, traveling here and there, engaging in this competition and that competition, and mostly not being able to bring back many laurels and medals, as it were. We believe that we should focus more on development. So we are working closely with the federations, and let me use the opportunity to appreciate the work of the federations. They are beginning to understand the vision that the Honorable Minister and the ministry has, and very soon we will see that a lot of the federations are working more at development rather than promotion.
Is the ministry disappointed at the performance the athletes put out there in London? Because we didn't hear you comment on.
Well, of course, our inability to win any medals at the just ended IAAF was quite disappointing. But all of this boils down to preparation, which boils down to development of the game. And so we are not throwing up our hands in despair. We encourage the athletes not to give up. In sports, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. We have lost this time. We should need to go back to the drawing board and develop ourselves more and expose our athletes to the current trends in these sports and so on and so forth. So we believe that, well, it's quite disappointing, but it's a learning curve. We all need to come back home now and get back on the drawing board and make sure that we do what we have to do to be able to win. You don't win these things out of luck. You win them out of deliberate policy and deliberate program. So we should begin to draw these programs and follow them strictly so that we can begin to win laurels.
Finally, the Black Stars are just 7 days away from playing their World Cup qualifiers. Your general impression and your expectations?
Well, our expectation, like I said, is that we should win and qualify for Russia. Admittedly, we are in a precarious position. It's difficult, but not impossible. We believe that the coach and the technical team and the playing body can do it. We should support them and pray for them, and we expect to hear only good news when we engage with our Congolese counterparts in the coming days.